Good afternoon, team. I hope you are doing well. As mentioned in the brief, our main goal today is to hold a recorded meeting to finalize the details of our upcoming field trip. The focus of this trip will be on adventure and team building. Let's aim to wrap everything up in about 25 minutes to keep things efficient. Before we begin, let's introduce ourselves. I'm Jonathan Velisami and I'll be the chairperson for this meeting.
Good afternoon, guys. I'm Nigel.
Good afternoon, guys. I'm Ari.
Hi, good afternoon, guys. I'm Faris. I have got a solid proposal lineup.
Hello all, I'm Danish. Let's plan something memorable.
Now, going back to what I was saying, we have three main agendas for today's meeting. First, each member will briefly present their destination proposal. Second, after hearing all suggestions, we will decide on one final destination for our upcoming field trip. Lastly, we discuss the detailed planning of the chosen destination, ensuring it doesn't clash with our academic schedule and the key points all covered. Let's not waste our time and begin our discussion. To kick things off, let's discuss about potential destination. We currently have four on the table, which is Australia, the United Kingdom, New Zealand, and Thailand. Faris, would you like to start?
Yeah, sure, Jana. Let me begin with my proposal. I'm suggesting to go to Phuket, Thailand. It's known for beautiful beaches and outdoor activities like water sport and also hiking, plus great Thai culture. I propose traveling on July 25th during semester break, which is off peak, so fewer tourists and better rates. I think 4 days and 3 nights is enough to enjoy everything without missing classes. The budget I work out is about 2,667 ringgit per person, covering flight, accommodation, meals, activities, and some extras.
Thanks, Faris. That sounds like a fun and budget-friendly option. Let's move on to Nigel.
Nice idea, Faris. I'm thinking of Sydney, Australia. There are renowned beaches and islands which are great for snorkeling. And there are also Blue Mountains that offer amazing hiking trips and are home to a lot of wildlife, like kangaroos and koalas, which can only be found in Australia. For suggestion on this, I suggest we go around 26 April because the weather during that time is warm and comfortable, which makes it convenient for outdoor activities. I will suggest 5 days and 4 nights to see the highlights of Australia. The downside is the budget. It is roughly around 4,500 per person, which is higher than the other countries. But I but personally I feel it should be worth the experience.
Thank you very much, Nigel. It's very interesting to hear that. Definitely an exciting choice. Now, what about you, Danish?
Thanks, it's a great idea. But I propose New Zealand, known for its breathtaking and natural landscape, clean environment, and a mix of adventure and culture. Activities include glacier walks, bungee jumping, nature trails, and even cultural experiences with the Maori community. The best time to go is mid-November to early December. During the transition from spring to summer, it's a great weather and fewer tourists. I recommend a 5 day and 4 night trip is to explore comfortably. For the budget wise is on the higher end, 5,500 to 6,500 per person. But this includes everything: flights, accommodation, meals, transport, and activities.
Thank you very much, Danish. It's really interesting to hear that. That's like sounds like a dream adventure. And lastly, what about you, Eric?
If you ask me, I like to propose London, UK for a cultural and leisure trip. London is full of history, museum, and landmarks like Big Ben and Tower Bridge. The travel that could be mid-June with pleasant weather, perfect for sightseeing and outdoor event. 4 days and 3 nights should cover major attraction and maybe a day trip nearby city like Oxford. For the budget, I estimate it about 5,500 per person, which include everything such as flight, accommodation, transportation, meal, entrance fee, and some extra.
Thanks for the ideas, everyone. Now that we heard all the suggestions, it's time to decide on the final destination for our field trip. Let's weigh the pros and cons on a little more before we commit. Nigel, would you like to start the discussion?
Of course, I would suggest that we are going to Australia, even though it is a more pricey country. But I think it is the only country which is home to koalas and kangaroos. This makes Australia so special in adventuring activities.
Well, I will disagree with what you said, Nigel. We need to consider that not everyone is rich and can afford expensive places. And we need to consider the others also.
I'm also on your race. We need to consider the rest of people to participate in team building activities effectively. Australia is also a distant country compared to Malaysia, which indicates there will be higher costs in flight, tickets, accommodation, and all.
Besides, there are usually big waves in Australia during May. They make it not the best time to visit the beaches and island, since the strong wave could be dangerous for us.
After listening to the option from you guys, I'm a bit concerned about Australia due to its cost and safety. What do you guys think about Thailand, New Zealand, and the United Kingdom? Do you guys have any suggested countries to go?
I will suggest Thailand. It is the most suitable for students. It's nearby, affordable, and also offers amazing adventure opportunities like jungle trekking, island hopping, and also ziplining. Plus, it's rich in culture. This makes an eye-opening trip for everyone.
I agree with you, Faris. I did some research on and Krabi. Chiang Mai is more about mountain, elephant, and hiking, while Krabi is more focused on beaches, activity like kayaking, snorkeling, rock climbing. Both are great for team building, but for a student trip, I'd say Krabi feels more fun and exciting.
Interesting point, Alec. Krabi does sound like it checks a lot of boxes. But Danish, you originally proposed about New Zealand, right? Do you still feel strongly about that?
Thanks for bringing that up. Honestly, yes, I still feel like New Zealand or even London offer more diverse experiences. You get to learn about different cultures, see iconic places, and try adventure activities you cannot find elsewhere. I get that they are expensive, but are not we missing out on a once in a lifetime experience by limiting ourselves?
That's fair, but we also need to think practically. If too few people can afford the trip, it defeats the purpose of team building. Thailand offers a lot for a lower price, which means most students can join and get a benefit. I think several students who love adventure things can join this trip.
Exactly, Faris. It's not like Thailand lacks of adventure. We can still plan challenging activities. It is more about how we use the destination rather than the destination itself.
Also, if we go to places like New Zealand or the United Kingdom, we will probably spend more time traveling them actually than doing the activities. We don't want jet lag to ruin the experience.
True, but part of me just wishes we could do something a bit more unique. Thailand feel a bit typical.
I totally get where you're coming from, Danish. But maybe the key here is not just the location, but how we design the activities. Krabi may be popular, but with the right planning, we can make it feel unique too.
I will agree with you guys too. In Thailand, we will be having adventures at the beaches or on the islands of Thailand. Thailand will be almost safe from huge waves due to its great location, which makes it safe for everyone. In Australia, there are a lot of marine threats such as sharks, jellyfish, and saltwater crocodile, which could be dangerous towards humans. In summary, I think Thailand is definitely a better choice to choose instead of Australia.
Awesome, guys. It look we are all on the same page. Krabi, Thailand it is. Now let's talk about the travel schedule. Where, when do you think would be the best time for the trip? Any date in the mind that would work for everyone?
In my opinion, I suggest we go during the semester break in early December. That way, everyone will be free from classes and exams. Besides, December is Thailand's dry season, which is good weather for outdoor and water-based activities.
Yeah, I checked the weather. December in Krabi is usually sunny and cool, which is perfect for outdoor activity. We won't have to worry about the rain messing up our plan. It is a great time to enjoy the beach, go island hopping, or try water sport comfortable. Plus, it is not too hot, so we can explore without getting too tired.
How long should the trip be? I think 5 days and 4 nights is ideal. That give us enough time to settle in, do multiple activities, and still have some free time to relax.
I agree with that. A week might be too long and expensive, but 5 days is a good balance. We can schedule 2 full days of team building and 1 days for cultural or free exploration. We can plan it like this: day one, arrival and also welcome briefing. Day two, team building jungle or beach activities. Day three, we can go to island hopping adventure. Day four, cultural night plus we can go beach cleanup, and then the last day we can go to free time and return back. So that's way it's packed but not exhausting.
Perfect, guys. That's a great idea. That's a good plan, Faris. So we scheduled the trip for early December, lasting 5 days and 4 nights. Now, all right, team. Now that we settle on the destination, on the dates, let's talk about the budget. How much do you think we should allocate per person to cover everything? We want it to be affordable, but also ensure everyone has a fulfilling experience. Nigel, why don't you start?
Well, I looked into the flights from Malaysia to Krabi, and if we book early, the return ticket should be around 300 ringgit to 400 ringgit. For accommodation, staying in a hostel or budget hostel will probably cost around 100 ringgit per night. So for 4 nights, that's roughly around 400 ringgit, which will be affordable for everyone.
That seems pretty reasonable. Early booking is a key, especially if you want to lock in a good rates. Eric, what about the meals and local travel?
For meals and transport, I'll say around 300 ringgit should be enough for the whole trip. And then for the activity like kayaking, ziplining, or island hopping, maybe we can set aside another 400 to 500 ringgit. That way we are covered without going beyond the budget.
Good breakdown. So we're looking at the full package covers essential and fun without stretching our wallets too much. Danish, any thought about this?
For me, it's adding all that up. I think a budget of 2,000 per person will be safe and comfortable. It also gives room for optional expenses like shopping or personal needs.
That really makes sense, Danish. Having a little buffer is always smart. better to overestimate the come up shot. Faris, do you think we can stick to that amount?
Yes, I agree with you. Plus, if we contact a travel agency, we might get a group deal that bundles meals, activities, and also transportation. That could help us keep costs down and also simplify planning. I think we can do a booking as soon as possible for a good price.
Great points all around. So let's see, set the total budget at 2000 per student to cover all main expenses. Now, what about the number of participants? We need enough people to make team building activities effective, but not so many it's become too hard to manage. What about you, Nigel?
In my opinion, I think having 20 to 25 students should be ideal. That way, we can split into 4 to 5 groups for the activities and the groups won't be too crowded.
That's a really good point, Nigel. Group dynamics are so important, especially when it comes to making activities engaging. Danish, what do you think about this?
Exactly. Also, many van or bus rental are priced per group of 10 to 12. So having 20 to 35 students lets us organize transport efficiently. It keeps things practical.
Very well said. Logistics definitely become easier to manage when transport align with the group sizes. Arik, any alternative suggestion?
I think I actually have a different take here. I think we should consider limiting it to around 15 students. Smaller group are easier to coordinate, especially for team building. Everyone gets more involved and we avoid potential logistical issue like accommodation limit or activity delays.
That's a really valid concern by Arik. Smaller groups are easier to supervise and can make the experience feel more personal. But let's hear a counterpoint. What about you, Faris?
That's a fair point, Ari. But with only 15 people, we might not get group discount for travel package or accommodation. Also, some activities like beach challenges or obstacle course are more fun with larger groups. It adds that competitive energy.
True, Faris. The energy of a larger group could really enhance the team spirit and engagement. Nigel, do you want to add anything?
Yep, I want to add some. A slightly larger group means there will be more social interaction. So students from different faculties or backgrounds can connect, which is part of the team building experience.
It's a good suggestion, Nigel. That's a strong benefit, not just adventure, but also networking. Eric, do you still feel strongly about keeping the group smaller?
I get that. I'm just thinking from the coordination side. Smaller group might mean smoother communication and less risk for someone getting left out or overlooked.
Fair enough. Definitely a balance between his continuation and maximizing the experience. Danish, any middle ground we can consider?
Maybe we could make it at 25 but aim for a minimum of 18 to 20. That way we are flexible. If fewer sign up, no problem. It's manageable. But if we hit 25, that's still within the range.
Sound like we're all in agreement. The final number of the participant will be between 18 to 25 today. So to sum up, we're going to Krabi, Thailand for an adventure and team building trip. It will be early December during the semester break, lasting 5 days and 4 nights. The budget will be 2,000 per person, and we are have about 18 to 25 students joining. Planned activities are including kayaking, beach game, highland hopping, snorkeling, a cultural night, and a beach cleanup. Any final thoughts, guys?
Yes,
Yes,
we
we
all
all
agree.
Yes,
agree.
we all agree.
Yes, I'm agree.
So excellent work, everyone. That's all. I now stop recording and save it. Thank you for the input and teamwork. Looking for the real trip one day.
Thanks.
Thank
Can't
you.
wait.
Thanks, Nigel.